Hey guys, something's happening. I don't know what's happening. We're back on Stanley Parable though. It wanted me to set the time again, and then after I put what time it was, it put me here. Before we get started, can I just say something? Okay. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh yeah, I've done that before. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I mean, you could just have it look at the console time. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this title screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you back to the video game now. Alright. That kind of reminded me of like Doki Doki a little bit. Begin the game.
This is the story of...
Yeah. Welcome back, trophy earned.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, Sugar, you stuck? I wonder if he'll say anything about me trying to get into my office again. No, nothing. Anything about this coffee machine?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor...
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth?
I'm sorry. No, I'm good.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep. I sure did, buddy.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course...
Here, let's do this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I know
Perhaps
it now.
He wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, God.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Oh, that's scary.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? What? I don't want to die.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and
Oh,
every
God.
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No, I'm hitting the other one so it doesn't do anything.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Did
Now
stuff
he's
just
pushing a
disappear?
button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepared dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh, God.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a
It was
story.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love
But there
her.
is no answer.
Oh, God.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Don't do it. I'm not doing it. Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Did I die? Oh. Okay, so in between that I got quiet because I was looking up some endings.
All of his co-workers were
I want to get all the
What
original
could it mean?
endings
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
before going to
Perhaps
the
he had
new
simply
content.
missed a memo.
Apparently, there's one if you go into your boss's office and step out really quick.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If you do that, then all the other
Yet
doors
there was
will
not a
open.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, okay. Nope. Maybe I meant this door.
Stepping in,
Oh. Did we do it? I think we did it. I think we did it. We juked out the narrator. Oh, that scared me. Oh, that was all broken. Circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Okay. Oh, that's creepy. You are now leaving. Escape pod. What? Escape pod? And I can't see. Did I just leave the narrator behind? Just keep going. It's a long staircase. How many people work here? Oh, escape pod launch bay. Escape? Am I doing it? Oh. Did I do it? What?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean?
Nothing
Stanley
happened.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, after you go far enough, there will be a sign warning you that both the narrator and Stanley need to be present in order for escape sequence to play out as intended. The narrator was disabled earlier on, so the game restarts instead. Okay. So, okay. I would never get something like this. Alright, 419's computer.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Need 419's computer. Okay. Input received. Restart the game. Go to 423's computer. 423.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
421. 423's computer. Input received. Restart the game. This time, activate input on the computer scene just before entering the boss's office. Okay.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
What?
When
That's
Stanley
different.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And this computer, right? Yes. Input received. Restart the game. Activate input on 434's computer. 434.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
3,
Stanley decided to go to the
3,
meeting room.
5,
Perhaps he had simply missed
3,
a memo.
4.
No matter how hard...
Restart the game. Once again, activate input on Stanley's computer. Okay. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. They're saying push the buttons. This is heaven. I'm having so much fun pushing buttons. Monitor room glitch. Or do I just restart now? Okay. Bottom of the mind control ending. Upon reaching the mind control facility, perform the monitor room glitch, and upon reaching the bottom, the narrator will acknowledge the glitch's existence and remark that it is now an ending to the game. Okay. Upon reaching the mind control facility. So you need to get to the mind control facility.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Okay, that's different.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I wonder if something happens if I don't pick a door at all. I got food at my doors now, because I am hungry. That's a really big bag for that. Top shelf appetizer from O'Charlie's, always the way to go. Just saying. Did they give me bread? They sure did. That's a really big bag for 2 pieces of bread. Jeez. Alright. Oh. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Gotta get to the mind control room.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Did I?
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, It had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
It's
He
my
stepped
job.
into the newly opened passageway.
Wait, what? Oh. Gotta get to the mind control room.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, so apparently you hit the light.
The lights rose on an enormous
You can,
room
like,
packed with
climb on
television
the chair.
screens. What horrible
On the desk.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
And boom.
Ah, you've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content.
They didn't give me any
You
mustard.
can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Am I gonna get copyright for this? Oh. Alright. Taking the elevator that leads to the mind control facility up and down several times. Didn't know you can get back on the elevator.
All of his coworkers
I never thought
were
to do
gone.
that.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, so we're gonna get on the elevator. We're gonna go up the elevator.
Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Seems like it. Alright, back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I'm such a dick. Going up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Such a dick. Oh yes, it's the boss's office.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Oh my god.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Oh god.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Back down? Shall we go back down?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
That's a green onions. Should we go back up? Nothing? Nothing to say?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual
That's a pretty
reveal?
gross potato.
This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now.
Oh,
This is the
that was
most
hard to swallow.
exciting narrative to be developed
I
in
don't know what's
years.
up with that.
And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you
What?
can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
The what?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press
No.
conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being. How we did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. All eyes on Stanley. Okay. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door. All right, are you ready?
The stage.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Your
Okay,
boss.
It looks like they're ready for you.
Thanks
Go
for
get
showing
'em.
me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. Is that me? Oh, I guess I like golf. The dude who came up with pizza. Okay. Oh my god. This is so extra. Oh, back at the beginning. I told Siri to set a time for 45 minutes, but I don't think it did. I'm looking at the other endings. Oh. Apparently there's another ending for kill yourself.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly
So I'll
needed
do the
support
first
and
one
guidance
again
from
where you
others.
just jump
So
off.
the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
So
incredible
I've done
he
this
wasn't
one
5
before.
years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, that's the powerful ending. Now we'll do... Oh. Hello?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes?
Understood. Your order will be canceled immediately. Thank you again for contacting the
Oh.
Future Happiness Foundation.
Well, there's the alarm. So now we got the cold feet ending. Where going... Kind of the same thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
And
here.
then we die.
I'm not sure. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, I see.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I see.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, so I gotta get on, but then get off.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it. Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
This one's kind of long. Okay. I might have done this one already.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm not
What
sure.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Oh, I've done this. Hold on. I'll do it, everyone. The warehouse, take the lift and jump over the catwalk, pick the red door. Okay, I've done that. Okay. Jump onto the catwalk. Take the blue door
Wait,
3 times.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop.
I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video. But next time, I will definitely get a new ending. It's an ending that's probably my favorite. So join me next time, and we will check it out. Later, y'all.